This is Parenting Devotion, day number 10. The title of it is Fussy Parents Make Insecure Children. I want to share with you a fictional story about my friend Mable. She couldn't get a handle on her insecurity. Burdened by a failed marriage, teenage children in rebellion, and too many relational conflicts to count, she was frustrated, she was angry, and bewildered at how, quote, the same old things keep happening to me. Though she recognized she had a lifelong pattern with anxiety and fear and insecurity, she did not understand it or why it had such a stranglehold on her life. As we began to chat, it quickly became apparent where her fear initially took a grip on her life. Mable was the product of parents who had ongoing unresolved conflict. Mable had fussy parents. Kids know they need their parents to protect them. They need the security of stable parents. And though children can't articulate this truth, they can sense when things are not right in the home. And when things aren't right, they typically become afraid. I have heard many adult children talk about how their fussy parents left them feeling alone, vulnerable, and scared that something terrible was about to happen. Because of all of us get in our Adamic wiring fear is a part of our human package. Children will panic when bad things happen to them, particularly between the only two people in their world who should protect them. Mable said she panicked on the inside, but had no one to share her fearful thoughts with. She internalized them because her primary protectors were on the verge of a marital breakdown. She said there were many nights she would ball up and cry herself to sleep as she listened to the verbal sparring on the other side of the bedroom wall. Her parents told her that no one in their church was ever to find out what was going on in their home. And like a good soldier, Mable kept her mouth shut, which only exacerbated the fear that was slowly sucking the life out of her. She lived with ever-present insecurity that one day she would come home only to find that her parents were gone. Because she could not understand her chaotic home life, she drew the worst kinds of conclusions about the problems in her family, typically blaming herself. Mable said most of their arguing was about money. Though it seemed like all roads led to an argument, it was money that kept coming up again and again. After a while, she stopped asking her mom for things. Mable never said how badly she wanted what all her friends had whenever there was a new fad or a new fashion. Her mom never picked up on the knot in Mable's soul that was twisting tighter and tighter. By the time Mable was a teen, she had begun to look for security through any means possible, though she would not dare to try out for anything like sports or the cheerleading squad because of her fear of failing was too intense. She had another escape. Her avenue of escape was through boys, a path that was the total unraveling of her life. You see, her craving for protection and love was so intense that it blinded her to common sense that she should have possessed. She knew that all her boyfriends were using her, but she dismissed this because of her 15 years of pent-up cravings for security that was uncontrollably lapping up any affection and approval that she could find. Mable was easy picking, and she was glad. From her perspective, manipulating love out of boys, that was the path to freedom. This is Parenting Devotion, day number 10. The title of it is Fussy Parents Make Insecure Children. Now, my story about Mable, it is fiction, but I think you know it's all too true for too many young boys and girls. And these young people are now adults, and the fallout continues to linger in their souls and in their relationships. Here's my strongest appeal to you. If you have a fussy home, you must repent right now. Do not delay. And if you can't work through the issues as a couple, please reach out. Find someone who can mediate. someone that can help you walk through these problems that you have. You don't want a fussy home. You want to create an environment that's secure so your children can feel secure and protected, so they won't look for those escapes as they become older, so it doesn't create dysfunction in their adult lives. Marriage Devotion number 10. Thank you so much for watching.